Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo 2. And we lost the lead. We are no longer winning this race, which means that we need to get our shit together. And we need to figure that out right now, because we cannot afford to lose this, because I don't want to have to do this again. I really don't. But there's a lot of time left. We still have 37 minutes worth of driving to go here. And we're going to make it happen, because I know the car that's in front of us is inevitably going to have to take a pit stop, because that is why he passed us in the first place, because we took ours. And so he's only about a lap or two away from having to do his, and then when that happens, we're going to just go right on in front of him and never look back. So here's a couple of things that are happening in my life today. Dude, my fucking abs hurt so bad. I don't even know. I must have like hyperextended a muscle or something. I don't know. I went to the gym the other day, and I did like some ab workout shit, and so like naturally it's gonna be sore. But I decided I also swam a half mile, which is a long ass ways to swim, and so I think it's probably just from that. But I don't know. Like it's not supposed to hurt that much. I feel like, I don't know. So now I'm walking around like a fucking crippled douchebag at this point. But hey. You live, you learn, you get loves, you shit in them, put them in the garbage, and then you go back and do it again later. And the other big thing is that I really need this New England / Atlanta Falcons game to be a really high-scoring thing, because my fantasy matchup, I need to get some mad points right now, because I started this game down by 8, and I have 2 players left to play, and they're both in this game. And the guy I'm playing against has 1 player that's on the Patriots, and so I need him to not score, and I need both of the guys on my team to get some damn points. And so far, neither of them have anything, but it's like the first drive of the game, so it's gonna happen that way. So it's some shit, dude. The weather out here in Oregon, by the way, is an absolute sack of crap. Like it's in the middle of a monsoon. We're talking. Secure the rigging! We're going under! Oh, God. And dude, the weather is terrible. Like yesterday, I swear it had to have rained like 111 inches of rain. It was stupid. It was the worst. And like I was hosting the football game here. Like I had a bunch of people over, and I was hosting the party over here. So I went and drove down to the store, and I about blew away when I got out of the goddamn car, because the wind was whipping around and the rain was just like a straight up wall. But I had quite the spread going on here. I mean, I ordered 3 pizzas, and I had the beer, and I made like some Velveeta cheese salsa dip that had like the Rotel chilies in it, which is fucking awesome. That's like the liquid you cannot underestimate the power of the gold. And so we did a bunch of that, and there was I think we had like some cookies and brownies in here. I also made some mozzarella gravy fries. Oh yeah, dude, this place was the fucking center of attention. Yeah, whenever you come to a, I mean, you couldn't necessarily call it tailgating, because it's not, because we're not at the game, but you ever come to a game hosting party at this residence? Oh, it's going down, and it's going down in style. That's how it happens in this joint. I feel so bad, because I remember how I told you guys that I sent my parents to the game for their anniversary, and it was like the worst weather game of the century. Like all of the rain and wind, it was like amplified by 10 out there, and so they had like ponchos and raincoats and boots and all that crap on, and they still come home and they're just drenched. And I remember like all my friends came over. They're like, you said that you guys sent your parents to that game, right? And we're like, oh yeah. They're like, you guys are dicks. And I'm like, I know, right? They're like, you sent them to the worst weather game of the entire century. You're like, oh, hey, I got an idea. You guys should go to this game while we just stay here in the dry. So, yeah, I'm trying to have people over, so get the fuck out of here. Not really, though. They had a lot of fun. I mean, outside of the fact that they all got drenched to high heaven, they had a good time. So that's all that really matters out of the whole thing. But I'm really craving more of those cheddar gravy fries now. But I'm not going to do that yet, because I gotta eat dinner still. Today has just been like the kind of day that, I don't know, I feel kind of like down in the dumps a little bit. Outside of the fact that part of that is stemming because of Houston totally blowing the game to Seattle. And that kind of pissed me off. So there's that, obviously. But the other, oh god, okay, there we go. So that just kind of put me down, but I don't know, I feel out of sorts today. I'm not really in the mood for most things. Like, I had a couple of friends wanted me to go see Don John with them after I got off of work, which I'm really torn on that movie. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. I have this weird feeling that it's gonna be like totally shitty, but even the reviews for it actually weren't that bad. Like, I think it got like a 7.5 out of 10, which that's not bad, but I just have like this, and I love what the fuck is his name? Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I love that guy. I think he's awesome. But I have this weird feeling in the back of my head that movie is just gonna suck, and I don't know why. And so I don't know. I wasn't really feeling going to see it, but one thing I do want to see, oh my god, I want to see the remake of Carrie. I want to see it so bad. I can't wait for it. I haven't seen the whole movie yet. I mean, I really need to get back into seeing horror movies again. Again, still haven't seen Insidious 2. Anybody that's seen that, please let me know what you thought of that, because I'm dying to know. I'm literally dying to know. I'm one step closer to a dirty grave at this point for not knowing. Is that Kenbrell Tompkins? I hope he didn't fucking catch that. That's the guy that's on my friend's team that I need to not have score at all today. Nothing at all. Oh, he dropped it. Fuck yeah! So, I'm at work today, and, okay, yeah, the other part of why I'm kind of pissed off, work was so slow today, in the worst way. Like, it wasn't like you get, like, one person coming in every once in a while. Like, we, for most of the day, had absolutely nobody. Period. It was awful. But, I mean, the weather being as bad as it is, I don't blame people for not coming in. Like, that's just, you know, and it was a shorter day today, so it's just like, whatever. But, God, I hate when days are slow like that. But, we have streaming internet radio that plays just through the sound system in the store all day long. And we had it on this jazz station, and the weirdest song came on today. Like, I don't really know how you can necessarily call it music, because I thought that anybody could do that. But, and don't get me wrong, I love jazz. Jazz is fucking rad. I think it's cool. But this song, it was just this guy, and, you know, they had like the, you know, the jazzy upbeat piano thing going on with the but this guy was literally narrating what I just did for like a solid 3 minutes. He was just going and I was sitting there listening to it because I had a customer that was in the store at the same time, and it seemed super awkward because when the song first came on, like, we were just listening to it, and like a couple minutes goes by, and she like looks up towards the ceiling, which is like that ominous "what is going on in here" noise, and she and I were totally both thinking the same thing, like, what the fuck is this song? Like, what am I hearing right now? And it just kept on going. Like, he just kept on recycling that same little bumba-da-bumba-da-ba thing for like just over and over again, and then out of nowhere he finally decides to bring some lyrics in, and it made it even more awkward. Cause love is what I'm trying to give you. And that was the only lyric of the whole song. He just did that, and that was it. And he kept going back into the thing again. And I was just like, this is jazz, huh? This is considered jazz? Like, what is this? He's not doing anything. Like, I do that all the time when I'm in the shower. I just sit there and, you know, do a bunch of random scat solos, if you could even call it that. And I say scat because it's the equivalent of musical poop. That's what it is. Oh, lap 69, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yikes. Okay, we're alive. Harry, you're alive. So I'm wondering if this car that's here, that's the green square, the green moving square on the white line of justice, I wonder if that's the guy that's in second place. I'm assuming that it probably is, which I'm thinking that I'm just going to have to try to increase this lead as much as possible, because I know the minute that I take a pit stop, or my last inevitable pit stop, that he's going to make up a lot of ground on me, and I'm kind of weary about that. I mean, obviously it didn't take me very much time to pass the guy and, you know, get back into first place again, but I'm very weary about my positioning when I have to take this last little leave of absence from the field of play. It makes me kind of, I don't know, I get worrisome about this type of stuff, just because I know that, like, my lead looks really sizable, but you never know how quickly those guys can close those things in when you're not moving anywhere. So I'm hoping that, you know, by the time I have to take that last little, you know, pop into the invisible pit crew, that he won't be able to make up any room on me. At least not enough room to, you know, kind of proverbially ruin my my chances at this. Because if I have to do this race again, I swear that there are going to be chunks of my brain on my wall. And not because of me committing suicide. It's just my brain's going to actually try to get out because it doesn't want to do it again. It's going to leave. It's just going to straight up, it's going to put in its 2-week notice and it's just going to leave. Oh god, coughing hurts so bad. Oh wow, that hurt. Adam, it's been a solid 25 years, man, but that race, I can't do it anymore. I just can't do it anymore. I will, thank you all. I'll remember you in therapy. Leave my check at the P.O. box. Oh yeah, here we go. Hey Matt Ryan, here's an idea. You should throw a long pass to Julio Jones, like right now. That would be the greatest thing that you could give me. That would be the greatest 3-month early birthday present that you could give me, is throwing passes to Julio Jones, because so far you haven't done it yet, you dick. So there's that. Yeah, I'm sure somebody will tell me how you really feel next time about it. Well, I did. So I need Julio Jones to have at least like 70 yards and a touchdown. That's realistically all I really need from him today. I need that, and then I need Julian Edelman to get something. I need him to get some points. I don't really care how he gets it, as long as he gets it. Alright, here we go. Still moving. Still moving in the thing here. I need to get some sweatpants on. This is that time of year. This is the only thing I don't like about winter, is that I hate wearing jeans. I hate it. I can't stand it. There's nothing that feels like more restricting. And I'm not saying that I'm one of those types of guys that wears, like, you know, the super tight emo jeans and shit. I'm not like the hipster type where, you know, you wear those damn ball suffocators. I'm not trying to have that going on. I do want to have kids someday, because they did like a study, and for people that wear like really tight jeans, it actually, like, it's detrimental to the health of your balls. So just don't do that. But I hate wearing jeans. There's something that's so uncomfortable about it. And I try to wear baggy jeans in general just because it's at least a little more, you know, freeing, I guess. It doesn't feel as awful, but I don't like the feel of jeans, period. Like, if I could wear sweatpants and like sweatsuits to work every day of my life, oh, I would so do that. I would do it every day. I would. And I wouldn't feel bad about it. Except for, you know, in the occasion that like a super hot girl comes in, or, you know, you get into like a really steamy conversation with somebody, because, you know, everybody has that every once in a while, where you get into one of those like oddly weird conversations that kind of, I mean, if you're like, you know, talking to your girlfriend while you're at work doing a closing shift, and she's like, hey, I got something special for you when you get home from work tonight, blah, 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 and then you get one of those little picture messages. I'm not saying that this has happened to me recently, because it hasn't, because I'm definitely single, but I won't say that it hasn't happened to me in my life before, and that is one situation where having jeans is actually a good thing, because, I mean, let's be honest, how many people really get, like, visible boners in jeans? It doesn't happen very much, unless you have, like, the biggest dick in the world. It just doesn't happen. But that's one thing that, you know, you're wearing sweatpants, you run a very serious risk of there being some awkward happenings with like, you know, customers coming in. Because then you'll have to be like, that guy. They come up to the counter. Hey, could you help me find something? Yeah. Hold on just a second. I'll be right there with you. I need to stand here for just another moment and think about grandmas for a minute. Think about dead cats and other things that would not make me sexually aroused in any way. Not at all. So you go look for that calcium, and I'll get back to you. I really will. I'll just be there in a minute. Okay, what the hell just happened over there? Whatever it was weird. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. These turns are actually working out well. I'm delightfully pleased on how this is going over. So, my friend, we are entering lap number 74 right here. So when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Gran Turismo 2, by the way, we're on, what is this, episode 110? 110! 110 Dalmatians. Even though they didn't make a movie like that, they made it was 101, but whatever. I don't care. Maybe they did have 110. I don't know. Maybe one of the other dogs had more dogs. I don't know. But when we come back, this may be, well, no, it looks like we're going to have probably at least 2 more episodes of this particular race. One more full one, and then probably a half episode of like the last part of it. So until then, my friends, you guys take it. What? Mighty Wings? Oh, I heard about these from McDonald's. They're actually, I heard they're really good, but they're really expensive, and that would make me not want. It's like $3 for 3 wings. And that's really expensive. Like, they better be super good. At least they have the sweet chili sauce for it, so that's probably really good. But we're going to make another big dent in this, and then we'll close it out the episode after that. So, not the whole series, just this race. So, until then, everybody, stay warm. It's winter now. This is your host, AMF1534, saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.